So hello everyone, welcome to this Logi-Sys introduction. I just wanted to give you a little bit of introduction of the people on this call who will be doing the webinar session. So we have Surai Gankor, please raise your hand. He's the manager of international implementation for the customer success team. We have Anil Kumar, please raise your hand. Regional lead customer success team, and myself, I raised my hand as well. Johan Rudström, VP business development. So I have two roles. I participate in helping expand the connectivity network, and then also helping expanding our footprint primarily in Europe. So I do have some 30 plus years working in the industry, and have had the opportunity to also work for other leading TMS providers. So I can easily say that I can relate and benchmark Logi-Sys to other leading applications. So in today's webinar, we will be doing a couple of introduction slides about Softlink Global and introductions to Logi-Sys. Surai will then be doing a live demo, starting from quote to reporting and analytics. I think we will also see a little bit of our analytics tool Logi-Brain, and also our customer service facing application called Logi-Track. If you have any questions, please put them into chat. I think we will also do a short Q&A afterwards. And if you would be interested in a one-to-one session, please do reach out to us, contact me directly, and I hope you enjoy the presentation. So just to give you a little bit of Softlink Global, we started in 1992. So we have a quite lengthy relationship in this industry. We started in Mumbai, India, one of the first companies who accessed and did an interface to Indian customs. So I think we most likely have some 75% of the market of all declaration data going in and out to India. Softlink is a very, I would say, very advanced technology provider. We are very proactive in regards to ensuring that our clients are ahead of the curve. We are a partner to IATA, strategic partner, to ensure our clients are ready for the upcoming IATA One record. We are running our own cloud network, and we're actually even running our own blockchain solution to secure the integrity of our clients' data. So we're really trying to maximize the usage of technology in the benefits of our clients. Logi-Sys is a 360 application. And what do I mean with that? Well, eventually, it do support all functionality for a modern logistics provider in regards of all kinds of activities, from sales and CRM, from billing and account ledger, warehouse management, transport management, customs and compliance management, and of course the freight forwarding and logistics. And by that, you can get the benefits of a completely integrated platform, which avoid the needs of additional application and services that comes on top of your technology stacks on a monthly basis. And of course, the benefits of having a completely integrated platform. So once the data either could come from a client who input the data in a customer service portal like our Logi-Track, the information will then automatically be populated into your Logi-Sys application, and by that reduce significantly the need for manual entry, and by that increase your productivity. I have to say that since I've seen a lot of applications out there, one key differentiator from my 30 years of experience is the workflow automation. And that is that you can have an application configured so the application is smart enough to tell you what exactly needs to be done by when. And of course, in an increasing demand of various colleagues and partners working all over the world, potentially towards the same shipment, it's very beneficial in regards of having that transparency and flexibility in regards of what needs to be done. So instead of you becoming reactive, you can actually become proactive in executing your shipments. And that is, of course, also a benefit of you will see that the Logi-Sys is a very functional, rich application. So it is requiring that you have an understanding how to execute and work with the application, but with the benefits like the workflow automation, you have these kind of tools in order to ease up your day-to-day business. In regards of integration, in this industry of fast-paced changes, e-commerce, regulatory updates from ICS2, ACAS, PACT, I can continue. It is utmost important that you have an applications that can connect you with all the different kind of stakeholders. It can be on a global scale, and it can also be on a local scale. And this is where we have the benefits of being global, serving some already clients in some 40 plus countries, in regards of having an easy way to connect with various stakeholders on, like I said, global or local basis. This is how I envision being an old messaging guy, the benefits of the power of integration. So this means that you're sitting well protected your data in our cloud solution, Logi-Sys here. In order to communicate with the outside world, we have the gatekeeper, our very own blockchain solution called TradeChain, and basically securing all the data coming in and out of your application. And in this scenario, you have connectivity in real time to carriers, air and ocean. The first one out is air, and then we will also expand into ocean to further expand it. We also have, like I said, the customer service portal, which enables you to offer a company branded, your logistics company branded front-end applications for real-time bookings, confirmation. You can even get dashboards, and most importantly, you can actually also provide the invoices via this channel. And in today's day and age, of course, analytics, and this is where we have Logi-Brain to equip tools for, like in this example, your sales staff to have a real-time discussion, even in verticals, which products are ideal, and also you can have that kind of discussion with your clients in real time, getting this information. So Logi Connect is our connectivity program, where we are now adding more carriers than ever, completely integrated, so you never have to leave Logi-Sys in order to get access to several hundred carriers in real time. And I can rest assure you that it is all the major carriers out there. You have the capabilities of search for the fastest, cost efficient, the greenest, you have the carbon emission calculation and offsetting, and even the secure payments. Everything done seamlessly in Logi-Sys. I will stop there, hand over to Sorai.
All right.
And he will give you an overview from a shipment's life cycle, from a quote to billing and report. So, Sorai, the floor is yours, sir.
Thanks a lot, Johan, for this wonderful introduction. So, hi, people. So, this is Suraj, and I look after international implementation and support team. I'm the one who is going to take you through the Logi-Sys application. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. So, this is a Logi-Sys application wherein it is a cloud platform for TMS application. So, as I said, cloud platform. So this is based on URL. So the only thing what you require is internet to log in into the application. So this is the login ID password of you as other cloud platform. You get a login ID password, you log in into the application, wherein if you see there are options wherein if you have multiple companies, you can, implement it into the application. And this is a right and permission based software wherein the person who is entitled to log in into which company and branch can log in into that particular company and branch. So as you see, I am a system admin, so I'm having I have the authority to log in into any of the company. So this is a login. This is a landing page of Logi-Sys application. If you see, it is a very user-friendly application wherein the panel itself suggests it is self-explanatory, wherein which panel does what thing. For example, this is my Logi-Sys. So my Logi-Sys means this particular panel belongs to me, the one who has logged in. So I can schedule my own dashboards. Like, for example, I go to my company. That is, as I said, I am the admin, so I can toggle into any of the company anytime. So that's what I've done right now. So my Logi-Sys in dashboard, I can schedule. If I'm an operation guy, I can schedule the operation report or dashboard, wherein I can see my shipper performance, consignee performance, company performance. If I'm a financial guy, I can see my top 10 bills receivable and payable, my cash balances, branch-wise income expenses in my dashboard. And as introduced while in the introduction, Johanna said, we have a wonderful mechanism of workflow. So we we have a milestones wherein goods are received. So there is that particular milestone has been taken care by one person, and goods carted is another milestone which has been taken care by another person. So this particular task can be assigned from this workflow, and in this my assignment window, these are the milestones which gets popped up, and the person who is entitled for it can go into his particular shipment and complete that particular task. So the same way, even payment request, I don't have to go into email and send a payment request for asking for money from my account department. I can directly create a payment request from the application, and that lands up into the accounting team, and they can just verify it, and if it is approved, the payment will be received to the particular person. And wonderful thing about this is you don't have to log in into the laptop or pad, anything. This particular options are available on your mobile phone too. As in the last stage of introduction, Johan has stated that we have a mobile app. So in that app, you can log in and you can complete this task. So again, over here, if I'm an approver, this application has a provision wherein you can have an approval mechanism for your financials, your like bank payment, bank receipt, your billing, your master creation, that is your shipper, consignee creations. So if I'm an approver of any of this transaction, that will end up in this page. And from here, I can just open the application, open the transaction and check whether it is okay or not and approve the same. And then there are some like this, there are different options available. So this is a wonderful option toolbar. If you see over here, these are the icons wherein I can say it is a shortcut given to you all. Okay, wherein a person like if I am a person who creates only organization, that is creation of masters, that is shipper, consignee, my agent. Okay, and I only look after air export shipment. So I can come over here and just click on this particular options which I am going to work on day in and day out basis. So that when I click on this, it directly takes you to that particular transaction. So now we go into operation is sales module. See, this application is a cloud-based ERP application wherein everything is in one bucket, right from your sales to your operations, then billing, accounting, and then reports. You can file your balance sheet from this application too. So now we are going into the sales module wherein I say it is a base of every organization. So I create a quotation over here. So I will just take you to the quotation which has been created. So I enter the organization name and the usability, as in how many times I'm going to use this code for creation of shipment. So that so over here it goes from valid from to valid till. Then what is my party role? The party role means my shipper, my consignee, or is my customer to whom I'm quoting. Okay. Then for which line of business I'm quoting for. For example, air export. So at the time of quotation, I have the details of the goods given by my customer. I enter it over here. Then I enter the other details as in movement type if I know. Then Incoterms, my airlines to which I am quoting for. Okay. Then these are the one which are seen in red are the mandatory fields that you need to complete to save the quotation. So my origin, my place of receipt, place of port of loading, port of discharge, place of delivery. These are the details which I enter. And after that, I quote to my customer regarding the revenue. Okay. The revenue as in what I'm charging for. Chargeable weight for air export, it is 2 per per kilo for GBP. Okay. So that I enter over here, 2 GBP per kilo. Then my documentation charge is 100 GBP. So this is what I code with different we have a mechanism wherein you can enter your own charge codes too, and you can code the same. At the same time, I have also the privilege to enter the cost for the revenue which I have quoted. Why this is given is because in the quotation itself, I can see my profit and loss, how much I am gaining from this particular quote. And after this, I click on print to print my code. Okay. So this code can be generated with rates or also with the amount in home currency. Okay. And then I can send this code directly from the application. We have a mechanism wherein you don't have to just download this code and then send to the email. No, you can directly send it from the system itself, wherein you just have to enter the email ID. And we also have a mechanism wherein you can create a template and load the template, wherein it eliminates the manual intervention, where like typing all the details. You can create a template and that will be used for many codes. So this is a wonderful feature what we have in the application. Okay. And then we also, if there is a negotiation, you can create a version for the same and take care or track from where you started and where you ended. And once the quote is approved, you click on approve. So only the approved quotation will be used while creation of shipments. Okay. So this was all about creation of quotation. Now we, as rightly said by Johan, we have a customer portal named Logi-Track. So once the quote is completed, so if you give a login ID to your customer, so this is Logi-Track, which is our white label. You can just add your logo and give it to your customer. They can log in, and from this particular portal itself, they can send you the booking. Okay, like this. They can create the booking and send it to you from the portal itself, not through email, directly from this customer portal, that is Logi-Track, and that will land directly to your Logi-Sys application. And from that, you can create a job booking, and from booking your shipments. So we go to the creation of air export shipment. So as I said, only the code, which is the quotation, which is approved, can be initialized in the shipment. So once you initialize the quotation, all the details gets, I will say 70% of your details get initialized in the shipment, where you can see my shipper, consignee, origin, destination details, then my shipping details, wherein what is my load, port of origin, port of destination, okay? Then my airlines, my Incoterms, then my goods detail, what I've entered, okay, at the time of quotation, then my charges. Most of the things are being initialized from the quotation. You only enter the required necessary details, which is been, which is been entered by the operation people, and then you generate your airway bill from this application. In eDocket, you go to eDocket and generate the airway bill like this. Okay. The same way, the house airway bill. So there are different documents getting generated from the application through eDocket, wherein it is booking confirmation, air manifest, pickup details, okay, airway bill labels, house airway bill labels. If there is any other details, as in, the invoice packing list, which has been given from the customer, that you can enter it over here in InTab. And even that can be directly sent from the documents tab in customer portal from your customer, that will directly get landed into the Logi-Sys application. So after that, there is a tracking. Tracking means, as I told, the milestones tracking, booking received, job created, carrier booking. So these are different tasks by which has been executed by different team or different individual. Okay, so that as I told, you can create a workflow mechanism and assign that task to that particular individual or a team. Then that people will come into the job, that is shipment, and complete that task. Okay, and same again can be on a real-time basis. Even if the customer is enjoying his holidays, he can just log in into the application and see that status of it, which is what is the status of my current job which is going on, like this. So as I said, everything is interlinked, wherein whatever you do over here in shipment, that has been visible on real-time basis to your customer through Logi-Track portal. Again, we also have one more mechanism, Logi Connect. This tracking can be automatically tracked. We have integration done with the carriers, wherein all the details can be automatically fetched from the carriers, like this. Once you have implemented it or it is integrated, this will be viewed in this way. From where it has been picked up, where it has been delivered, that is from place of receipt, place of delivery. Okay. Then the map view, you also have a table view in it. So this is how it looks. And the same can be visible in the customer portal too. So this was all about operations side. Now, once you create the charges, as I said, it is automatically been initialized from the quotation. If you want to add any other charge other than the quotation, then you can click on new and add the charge over here. And based on that, you can create an invoice. By clicking on new, only in 2 clicks, the invoice has been created like this with minimal effort. Okay. And this is the printout which gets generated. And this, you can send it to your customer through the application, again, through send email. Same as I send the quotation, same way over here too. So this was creation of invoices. So now I also create, by clicking on book purchase, I create the purchase bill too, that is vendor invoice, this way. On 2 clicks only, because all the details are already entered. Okay, the purchase has been created, and you can take a print out of it and keep it for your records. Okay. So this was all about creation of operations, that is shipments, then your creation of billing, that is invoice, and your vendor invoice. Now we move into accounting. So the amount, so for the invoice which you have raised to the customer, and we receive the amount from the customer side. So that is been, entered in the bank receipt. This is how you create a bank receipt, wherein if I receive an advance amount, so I don't have to tag any invoices. So what I do is I just enter the amount over here and click on save. So automatically it goes as an on account in my advance amount, as an advance amount received from the customer. If I receive an amount against any of the shipment, then I go the same way, bank receipt, enter the details from whom I have received the amount, okay, and then retrieve the invoices. So against which invoice I have received this amount, I click on that invoice and click on save. That's it. My receipt has been entered, and also if it has been received by wire or any other means of mode of payment, so that you can select as others and enter the details of it, and then you can click on print voucher and send it to your customer. Okay. So this is how I create my receipts, that is amount received from the customer. Now, if you're paying to your vendor, same way, you go to bank payment, select the vendor name to whom you're going to pay, same way, select the vendor name, the amount, how much you're paying, and against which invoice you're going to pay him. Click on save, that's it. Then print your print voucher and payment advice. This is as simple as that. You don't have to, toggle or apply much brains into it. Whatever is entered, you just select it, and it is very user friendly. You don't have to think much about it. Your user don't have to think much about it. Then, other than bank payment, bank receipt, there are other financial transactions like journal entry can be created from the application, where an internal transaction can be done through journal entry. Then the settlement. Settlement means, as I told, you have received an advance amount from the customer. Now, afterwards, your customers tells you that, okay, fine, the advance amount which has been received, you need to settle it with the invoice which you have given right now. So what you do over here is you go to settlement, enter the organization name. So the bank received the advance amount which I have received, gets initialized, gets retrieved over here. Then below the invoices, against then there is an option given to you against which invoice you want to settle this on account amount, and then click on save. That's it. So as I said, it is very user friendly. The same way it goes for vendor. Means you are given an advance amount to your customer, sorry, your vendor. Then if you receive any invoice from your vendor, you can tell them that, yeah, adjust it with this particular invoices. And the same you do it over here in your books too, adjusting that particular purchase invoice with the payment which you've done, advance payment which you've done to your vendor. And netting means if you have an agent who is your customer and also your vendor, so there is an invoice created from both ends. Means the invoice from your end too, and also the invoice from the agent side. So that is a purchase for you. So what you do is you go over here in netting, and then upstairs there is a vendor invoices, and down it is a customer invoices, and then you net it off and check what is my outstanding. If are you going to pay them or are you going to receive them? So that is being taken care in the netting part. Okay. After this, AR write-off, wherein there are amounts which you're not going to receive from your customer. So that you do it in AR write-off, and the one which you're not giving back to your vendor, you do it in AP write back. Then the credit note, as in if there is once you give the invoice to your customer, afterwards there is some discussion wherein, no, you have quoted this thing, so you have billed me more. So what you do, you send a credit note to him, right? So that credit note can be taken care from this particular transaction. You can enter the amount against which particular charge you are giving the credit note. Just enter that and click on save. That's it. And the credit note gets generated, and you can send it again, as I said, from the system itself. So the same goes for the debit note too. Okay. So these are the financial transactions which are being taken care from the application. Now we move on to reports. Okay. So as I said, the name itself suggests the panel name. What say it is self-explanatory what the particular panel does. So if you saw my Logi-Sys was me, which what I have designed. Okay. Transactions are the operations wherein financial and operational things are being taken care. Reports are where I can go to that particular panel and check my reports. So now as I've done the transaction for air export, I go to shipper register. Okay, I generated. So when I generated, you can see there is a report being scheduled or designed wherein I can select the columns, what column I require and what report I need to generate. So if there is a customized column option available, wherein selected columns are the one which is being viewed right now. And if you want to just remove some column and add some other columns, okay, so that is possible. Apply it, see, like this. You can generate your own report. And now if there is a requirement from your organization that this report has to be viewed by 3 other people, okay, in your organization, 3 other users in your organization, so you can save it as a template, and they can select the template and generate the report. Even that mechanism is available. So if you see, there are different reports, stat report, then work volume report, different operational reports available. There are smart reports, routing summary reports, MIS reports, different reports available in the application, and against different LOBs. That's air, sea, land, and domestics and international. Now we go to the finance reports. The most important report, if I say in financial part, is job profitability. So in this, I generate the report. Okay, I can see my profit and loss for this particular month or the date criteria which I have selected. Okay, what is my profit? And in more options, I have options wherein I can check by charge wise. Okay, and more into detail. So if you have WIP accrual, okay, enabled in the application, so even that can be viewed. What is my WIP as of now, and what is my accrual, and what are my income and what are my expenses. Based on that, the report get generated. So as in job report, there are different report again. Short bill register, wherein I can check how many shipments are there wherein I have billed short. Means my expenses are more and I have not billed the invoice. So that can be viewed from short bill register. Then estimated versus actual report. This is also a wonderful report which lets you know what is my estimates and how much I have actually booked. Then there are standard reports wherein bank book, cash book, there are customer reports, that is accounts receivable, okay, accounts payable, aging receivable, okay, statement of accounts, then statutory reports wherein I can check for tax reports, tax register, which will tell me what is my payable and what is my receivable for this particular month or the transaction which I've selected, period which I've selected. You can also view with different categories too. Okay, you can view this report in detail and summary mode. Then there are financial report, which are the basic reports, I say trial balance. Okay, this can be viewed with different levels. We have 4 levels available. So I select all level and I generate it. So this is my trial balance getting generated. So with we have comparative trial balance 2 option available, wherein You can compare it with year on year, quarter, half yearly, monthly. That can be done. You can generate the report with location-wise trial balance, period-wise, month-wise. Same goes for the balance sheet too. All level. So we also have a format-based balance sheet. As I say, it has been filed from the system. So vertical, if you want it in horizontal wise. Okay, same goes again for balance sheet. Even for balance sheet, there is comparative balance sheet, location-wise balance sheet. Okay, period-wise balance sheet. Same goes for profit and loss, horizontal format or vertical format. It is available. Comparative profit and loss, location-wise profit and loss. You can also generate a profit and loss with cost center-wise. That is department-wise or LOB-wise, I will say. Cost centers. So based on that, the reports get generated. We have cash flow reports, which lets you know what is my cash flow, what is right now, what is my monthly cash flow, and what is my future cash flow. Okay. So these are different reports available for accounting and operations also. So top of it, we also have there are so many well-designed reports already available in the application. You can just go into and lost into it. So many reports are available in the application for operations and also for accounting. But top of it, we also have a report named as means a portal or a add-on feature, which is known as Logi-Brain, wherein you can design your own dashboards, a shipment analysis dashboard, a sales analysis dashboard, okay, operation-wise analysis dashboard, wherein your salesperson can take this and sit in front of the customer and tell them, say, this is the performance what you are doing it right now. Okay, how are we growing? So that different analysis you can do from the application itself. From this particular tool itself. So if you want to design any like lost customer, if you want to design that can be possible. That is possible from the system. You can check how many customers I have lost, due to what reasons. Okay, so different type of analysis for financial operations, sales, shipment, agent-wise analysis, all is possible in this through this particular application. So that's it. So this is what I wanted to take you through the application and what is available in the system and what are the add-on features also what we have along with our Logi-Sys application. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or if you want a detailed, this was an overview, but if you want to have a detailed demonstration, you can join us or you can connect us or call Johan too. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Sorry. Thank you very much for this high level, and I know you can talk for days about Logi-Sys. It is one of these tier 1 TMS applications, a very smart application. I can see that we have a couple of minutes left, so just want to ask the audience if there is any questions. Otherwise, ideally would be that you reach out to us, reach out to me, ask your questions. We're more than delightful to set up a one-to-one. But I just wanted to ask the floor if there is any kind of initial questions from the audience. Okay. Well, I think I saw something. There was some message.
I think they will directly connect you, Johan.
Yeah, well, eventually. Okay. So nevertheless, again, thank you very much for this introduction. I hope that you find it useful. We would be delighted to have a one-to-one discussion with you guys in regards of how we can serve you. We offering a tier 1 TMS application, which is a very advanced application, but I would say very cost efficient if you compare to what kind of level we are talking about. So again, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. Sorry, thank you very much for doing the presentation. So, and like I said, we will be more than happy to do a one-to-one, and you can also anticipate more of these webinars coming from Softlink Global. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.